13 assist and a welfare check.
Female has been sitting in the chair near the physical therapy building crying for the past 3 hours. So officers are en route to check on that gal right now.
And she's not the last struggling Idahoan officers will check on before day's end.
We'll get that call several times today.
The latest Boise PD report shows calls for attempted suicide more than doubled from 2017 to 2018.
I remember going to maybe a couple a week, but now I go to them daily. When we go into that circumstance, we don't know exactly what we're going into. It could be a welfare check that turns into a crisis intervention.
And calls for welfare checks also at an all-time high, according to the report.
It's different than it was 25 years ago, that's for sure. Less law enforcement related, more community caretaking.
Corporal Lipple's been a Boise officer since '94.
Why is it getting to the point of crisis in so many scenarios compared to other states?
I don't know. Maybe it's our lack of, we just don't have enough mental health resources for people to fall back on. If you don't have insurance, where do you get the mental health help that you need?
He says when he started out on the job, mental health was a bit more stigmatized.
Maybe the mental health crisis has always been there in a more of a underlying capacity. Now it's on the front burner.
This, he says, has been exacerbated by social media in recent years.
Whether it be Twitter, Facebook, that's usually where the call for help or the reach out starts.
And with these growing types of calls,
that's the new policing. That's just the way it's going to be.
Boise Police Chief Bill Bones is working to adjust with the times, starting with mandatory 40-hour crisis intervention classroom training for new officers.
Had some role players that would create a different type of a crisis situation. Patience, empathy,
right.
Show them that we're there to help.
Chief Bones tells me he's looking to hire officers who can find the gray areas in incidents.
He wants that smart problem-solving officer.
And now it's not just officers helping out. In addition to their new 24-hour crisis center pathways, Bones hired a mental health coordinator to respond to scenes of repeat callers.
Points them in the right direction and tries to keep us out of it as much as you can.
But for this soon-to-retire cop, his last day is in 5 weeks, his ability to shine light in some of Idaho's darkest corners holds significant meaning for him.
The things I'm most proud of, Madeline, no one knows anything about. I never got a medal for them.
Oh, wow.
I was never recognized, but I didn't need to be. They were between me and citizens.
Madeline White, 6 on your side.